I'm so grateful to be speaking with Asim Khamisa and Tony Hicks. Welcome, both of you. It is an incredible thing to speak with you both. Asim, let's start with you. Talk to me more about this epiphany that both your son and Tony were victims here. Was that difficult to accept?
Well, sometimes in deep trauma, there is a spark of clarity. Every saint has suffered the dark night of the soul. I practice as a Sufi Muslim. I meditate a couple hours a day. And what I downloaded in my meditation was that there were victims at both ends of the gun. It didn't come from my intellect, as you pointed out, probably impossible for us mortals to do that. Rather, it was a download from a higher power. So I realized that Tony was not the enemy. I mean, you could take the position, they killed my one and only son, he should be hung from the highest pole. How does that improve society?
It's an incredible thing.
I see that the real culprit was the peer pressure that forced many young men and women to fall to the crack and get involved with gangs and crimes and drugs and alcohol and weapons. That's the real culprit. And one more thing I'd like to add, that this is very much an American phenomenon. We lose a young person like my son every waking hour in America. It doesn't happen in other first world countries. It doesn't have to happen here. So finally, 9 months later, I started a foundation with the mandate of stopping kids from killing kids. And we essentially had three goals. First was to save lives of children, because we lose so many. Important to do. The second was to empower them with the right choices so they don't fall through the crack, like Tony was a victim. And thirdly is to teach the principles of accountability, empathy, compassion, forgiveness, and peace building. We're not going to wake up one day and find the world is at peace. We all have to proactively work with it. So I initially reached out to his grandfather soon after I started the foundation, and he and I have been volunteering for the foundation for the last 29 years.
I just want to say it is so important and so great that you are specifically targeting schools. You're specifically trying to speak directly to young people. Tony, I do want to get you in here quickly before we speak more about this foundation, because you rejected Asim's request to meet with you in prison for 5 years. Why did you not want to speak with him?
I didn't feel like I was ready. I had spoken with my grandfather, who continued to talk to me about the work that he and Asim were doing. I admitted that the work that they were doing was important, and I can praise them for it, but I didn't feel like personally I was ready to meet with Asim, and also I didn't feel like I deserved to be forgiven for what I had done. I was just trying to figure out how to do my time and live my life in the environment that I had to live my life in at that time.
Yeah, and now you are a board member on this foundation, and you have teamed up with this determination to change other young people's lives and make sure this doesn't happen again. Asim, I want to ask you, what was it like to release this anger? What is your message to other families who are grieving in similar circumstances right now? And also, do you feel that your son would be proud to know the work that you're doing today?
I think he is, and I think he's helping the foundation from the other side. I think the big message that I'd like to share with your viewers, that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Even the scriptures tell you, leave vengeance to me. If you stay in anger, resentment, and hatred, who are you hurting? There's a great quote by Mandela who says that unforgiveness is like drinking poison and waiting for your enemy to die.
Yes.
So forgiveness is hard, but as you pointed out in your opening remarks, it is a way to heal. And one of the things that we've reached 2 million kids in 29 years.
Wow.
And one of the things that we have been able to teach young people is forgiveness.
Asim, you could have been drinking poison for the rest of your life, and look at what both of you have been able to achieve. It is an honor to speak with you both. We encourage our viewers to go check out the foundation and all the work you are doing. Thank you so much, Asim Khamisa, Tony Hicks. Thank you. Appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.